It's a very good question you have asked, and it is the need of the hour also because nowadays everybody is having this question how to experience peace, you know, because ultimate goal of our life is, you want to be in comfort, you want to feel at ease, and that feeling of at ease, is just the other term for peace. So, and nowadays we have so many challenges around us and world and in our lives, and these are concerning different domains of our life, be it your work, be it your relationships, and be it your career and finances. So there are so many factors which influences our state of mind. First of all, to experience peace, I feel we must understand, is peace dependent on certain conditions, or it should be unconditional? So basically, right now, what we are doing is we have certain conditions, the ideal conditions, the conducive conditions, the cordial relationships which we base upon to experience peace. So, which is not in our control, basically. There are things which are not in our direct control. Suppose if there is some family member who is not behaving as per your expectations, or who's not behaving the way he should be, so that disturbs your peace. Or there is some colleague at your work who's not cooperative, or who's jealous, or who's competitive, and is making some unhealthy attempts to compete with you, which disturb your peace. And then there are certain finances, like suppose I don't have that kind of finances where I can fulfill my desires. So I feel disturbed and I don't feel at peace. Sometimes there are environmental conditions, the place where we live in, and we find that that atmosphere or that environment is not as per my expectations or as per my aspirations. So that time also we experience peacelessness. So first of all, we have to understand this concept, that where does this peace come from? Is the condition which is making me experience peace, or I have the power to experience peace? So is it in my control, or it is just out of my control? That is the first understanding we must have, basically. Only then we'll find the solutions. When we try to find the solutions outside, we are always disturbed because we want to correct the things outside. We want to change the things outside. We want to change the circumstances. We want to change the people around us. We want to change the people who are working with us. We want to change the systems. We want to change the rules of the organization. We want to change everything around us so that I can feel at peace. But that's almost always, I think, is not under our control. We cannot do that. And if at all I am able to achieve that, it would be in a very few conditions, and that would be temporary. You can change the behavior of the other person by threat or fear, or just withdrawing his comforts, or whatever you have in your control, but that would be just temporary, and that would be not complete inner peace which we want to experience, because then there would be a guilt, your inner conscience would be biting you, or there would be a discord. Still it would not be at ease, you would say, because that person would behave because of your fear, or because of the fear of the consequences which you have given to that person. But that kind of sweetness in the relationship would not be there, and that would again disturb your inner peace. So that's not the way we can experience peace, because the control is outside in that condition. So I think for peace, first first value which I think we must implement in our lives is acceptance. Unless I accept the reality as what it is, what happens is we want the reality to be what I want it to be. So reality is different. I want it to be something else. I want the situation to be something different from what it is. I want the person to be different from what he is right now. So it is like, a discord, a conflict between the reality and what I desire it to be. So obviously, when there is a conflict inside your mind, there will not be peace. Peace will only come when you make a harmony with the what is reality. So first of all, you have to accept this is how it is. You have to accept the person. This is how he is. Now what? Then you will go to solutions. When you accept that I can't change this person, or I can't change this circumstance, or I can't change this system, or I can't change this rule because it's not in my hands. This is how it is. First, I have to accept the reality, and then I would think on different solutions. Now what? Now, what role should I be playing in this? What thing should I be doing so that I can experience peace? Then you will think of other different solutions. Otherwise, you will always be struggling in your life because you want to change the circumstances, you want to change the people around you, you want to change everything outside. So, first, I need to accept first myself. Sometimes there is not peace inside because we don't accept ourselves as we are. Because underlying there is a feeling that I'm not good enough or I'm not enough. Because I have certain expectations from myself that here it is where I should be. And I constantly see my current reality that I'm not there yet. So in that case, you are your own self critique. My talk with myself would be of a critique. So suppose if I did some mistake, so my self talk would be, why did I do this? How stupid of me? How dumb of me? How can I act that dumb? So my self talk would be, how can I be like this? How could I do that? Or this is not expected out of me. Oh, I have embarrassed myself. Oh, I have let down myself. So those kinds of thoughts will give you a feeling of frustration, upsetness, depression, and all kinds of those negative emotions in you. So you would not be feeling good enough. You will not be feeling good inside because you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with what you are. Suppose if you have certain aspiration that I should be earning this much, but suppose you're not earning that much at this time. So you are frustrated with yourself. You're not satisfied with yourself and you want to earn better, but you are not earning at this time that better. And you are having this kind of, see, these many years have passed. I have, grown up, and I am now this much years old, and still I have not been able to make my own house. I have not been able to, achieve this kind of income. So that would be constantly, it's like it would deplete my energy, and it would be disturbing my peace. And I would not think of the solutions which I should be thinking of in order to achieve my aim. So, first of all, I have to accept that I'm satisfied with what I am. I'm satisfied with wherever I am right now. At the same time, I'm aspiring to be better. So, then you would look for solutions and what all things you need to do to reach that stage where you want to reach. So, first of all, self acceptance. No, then comes the acceptance of others. So you accept yourself. It's okay if I don't know good English, or it's okay if I can't speak that fluently. It's okay if I can not run like the other racers. It's okay if I am like this right now.
You still run faster than me, but anyway.
Yeah. So So that's the examples I am giving. So this kind of self talk we are constantly having within ourselves. Nobody is looking at us, nobody knows what is going on inside my mind, but these thoughts are constantly inside my mind. I should study 18 hours in a day, but I am not studying 18 hours in a day, I'm studying only 2 hours in a day, or I don't have those much of things which other of my peer group are having. So those kinds of things always keep disturbing my inner peace. And then comes the acceptance of others, in which we have the feelings like, I can't stand this person, or I can't work with this person, I can't be with this person, I can't live with this person. So this is like you are rejecting the other person for whatever reasons you have observed in him, but you're not accepting him as he is.
Yes.
No, so first of all, the first step is, let me accept as he is with all his imperfections. Not everyone is perfect. So obviously everyone has some or the other imperfection. I have certain imperfections in me, and others have different kinds of imperfections in which I may be perfect in those areas,
Mhm.
may be perfect in other areas. So it's like accepting others also as they are. And suppose it's not matching or it's not compatible with my way of living or my way of doing things. Suppose if it's different. So I must understand it's okay if he's different. Let me accept. And then you will find out how to mingle and how to bring the best outcome. So what I can do is look for the things which he is good at. And then I can leverage those skills and those things from him and what I am good at. And then we can work on together to achieve a common goal. So in that case, my outlook would be different. So first of all, I need to change my outlook, how I view at things, how I look at the things. So
Mm.
to bring peace and experience peace in our mind, first we have to change our outlook. So we have to,
Can I just ask a question there?
yeah, please.
How would if people wanted to know how to see the current situation with the virus that's going worldwide at the moment, that as well? Could you cover that as
Yeah,
well,
of
Paul?
course. I was coming to the third point, which is accepting the situations. First was
Sorry.
acceptance of self, and then acceptance of others. And third point was acceptance of the situations. Oh. So this is the very challenging situation we are facing
Mm,
currently. When we have to look at certain thing, we have to, I think we should take a paper and we should draw a line in the middle of the paper vertically, and on one side we should write the positive aspects or what are the advantages of this situation, and the on the other side I should write the disadvantages or disbenefits of this situation. So in that case, I would be able to view the picture as a complete picture. What happens is, when we view certain things, certain situation from one aspect, from one angle, we feel that, oh, this is so bad, this is so unforeseen, unexpected, and this is so devastating. We have those kinds of emotions build up inside. So let us first view the picture from a broader perspective, from
mm,
everyone's perspective, not from my own perspective only. And let's view from a broader perspective, and from my own personal perspective too, I can view the positive side of it and the negative side of it. And then I can think of how better can I adjust with this circumstance or adjust with this kind of situation. Like, see, nowadays I'm seeing that so many webinars, so many online things, those things are being invented or those things are being discovered which we had not thought of using earlier. So now we are
mm.
using more and more technology, and which is giving comfort and convenience to so many people. So in that
Yes.
case, if you see, you know, uh, those companies which are providing work from home to their employees, many employees, they have shifted to their hometowns. They were living separately from their families. They were, at a distance because they had to stay near the office. They had to stay in the city where their office was. So, and they had to pay a rent, they had to live alone, and they have again additional cost of living because they were living away from their homes. So now what they are doing is they are shifting to their hometowns. They are going back to their families, even it's a countryside or whatever, but they are with their family and they are working from home, and they're saving the cost of living which they had to bear in the city. At the same time, they are saving the cost of commuting which they
mm,
had to, and they were saving time because it took a lot of time to commute to their office and come back to home, and they had to face traffic which was again annoying and creating a lot of stress. So if we see the positive side of it, there are many advantages also, like there's less pollution, environment has refreshed, and so many good things have also happened, and we are experiencing close family ties also. Other times fathers were not able to spend time with their children because whole day they were busy in their work, commuting to the office, way back home, and after reaching home, they were so tired that they couldn't spend time with their children. So now they're
mm,
able to spend their time with the children. And in fact, schools have gone online. So there are many benefits also. At the From the comfort of your home, you can still do those things which you were doing earlier, being physically present there. So now you don't
mm,
have to be physically present. And see, now I think we are connected globally more. It's like our outreach has grown. So now, if suppose like we are connecting now, we are having
mm,
a conversation. Otherwise, I had to be in Romford or you had to come to Delhi to, just have this kind of conversation. So we are using so many platforms nowadays where everybody can get connected, and so many job opportunities also where around the world people can join. Employees can join from anywhere in the world, any company, and they can be the part of it. Otherwise you would have to relocate to that country or that city. So there are many benefits also of this situation, and if we look for the solution, we will find more opportunities like this, and we can always think of how best I can do and I can make in this situation. But this will only come when I'm at peace. Calm mind thinks better. Calm minds comes to the solution in a better way than a disturbed mind.
mm.
So let me be first calm. Okay, let me accept the situation as it is, and now let me think. Because you say that necessity is the mother of invention. When you're
Yeah.
forced by the circumstances, you think of different new solutions. We were habitual to the routine things, and we always knew only those options which were available in front of us. But now God has given this opportunity to us, nature has given this opportunity to us, so that we can think of different. A mind has so many, it has a lot of potential inside.
Mm,
We are not using the full potential of our mind. So when such situation comes, we always go back to that potential, and we want to explore and we want to think of newer things. So this, in a way, it will enhance the creativity. And from the point of creativity, if I am seeing everywhere around. I have so many close connections, and in my distant connections also, I've seen that people are taking time for creativity. They are doing painting. They are doing so many creative things at home. They are doing creative things with their children at home, which they were not doing earlier because of lack of time or because of stress they were experiencing due to their work pressures and that kind of complicated city life. So there are so many good benefits of this situation, but
mm.
only those people will take advantage who are in tune with the reality. Those people will not get any benefit who will not be in tune with the reality. Suppose the more resistance I have, more resistance I have within myself, more obstacles will I face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm not accepting the reality, I'm resisting it. I don't want to accept it because I wanted it to be something different.
Mm,
So in that case, I would be facing more obstacles, more hindrances. and then I would blame everyone. It's a tendency, it's natural human tendency to blame. We always put the blame on the circumstances, on the other people, all the blame outside, because I don't want to take the responsibility.
mm,
So responsibility, if you break up this word, that is ability to respond. Responsibility is the ability to respond. Currently what we are doing is the reaction, that is from the limbic system, that is from the primitive brain, where the only reactions were fight, flight, or freeze. So either you will escape the situation or you will fight it, that is resisting. You will fight the other, you will fight with the person, you will fight with the circumstance, you will be in conflict with the everyone and everything
mm,
around you. That is fight. And then flight is escaping altogether, avoiding. I don't want to face it, I don't want to meet that person, I don't want to see that person, I don't want to see his face. So that is avoiding or fighting. That is flight, fight. And then again you have freeze. You go numb, you become apathetic, you don't have any feelings inside, and those people are more prone to go into depression, because then
mm,
they close themselves up and they lost in their own world. They are not communicating with the outer world because they are into the freeze condition, where they're not able to think, interact, or they are not able to do their cognitive functions of mind. So these are three basic human reactions, where we work on. These are kind of reflexes. So we called it as a knee jerk reaction. So suppose if any stimulus in the form of any circumstance or any unpleasant person or unwanted person or unwanted circumstance comes in front of us, we give a knee jerk reaction in the form of fight, flight, or freeze. But if we go beyond, if we start using our brains, the gift we have been gifted by the nature of interpreting and looking at one thing from all different angles, this is the ability which only human being has received. No other animal has received this ability. So we have this ability, but we are not using it to our full potential. So we are basically most of the times and most of the situations we are behaving from that animal instinct rather than from human instinct. Yeah, so in that case, acceptance of the reality will help me to utilize those abilities.
mm.
And then I would be able to see the positive side of, you know, everything. And second would come appreciation, to feel the peace, inner peace. You have to appreciate the things around you. It's a mix. Universe is a mix. It's a mix of both positive and negative. Nobody is 100% positive and nobody is 100% negative. And similarly, no circumstance, no situation is 100% positive, 100% negative. So in that case, you would, if you appreciate the positive side of it, then you would be able to deal with it better and you will experience peace.
Mm.
And third, I would say the gratitude. You know, it's because whatever we have, we don't look at it. We
Right.
always look at what I don't have, what I lack. And I'm
Yeah.
always comparing it with the other persons. Oh, they are having this much, I am having this much. But if I just look at with what I have, then
Mm.
I would feel more grateful, more thankful. And if I practice this gratitude, I would feel that feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of contentment. And that contentment will give me the peace.
Sure.
Contentment doesn't mean that you should stop aspiring for doing better or achieving more. Contentment means that I am accepting my current reality. I'm satisfied with my current reality. At the same time, I'm working on to improve
Mm.
it.
You're still making effort as such.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Uh, but to achieve this state, one needs to have, that kind of, you can say, the control over your mind.
Yeah.
To achieve all this, we need to have the control over our mind. control over our thoughts, because thoughts are so impulsive. In just a moment, you just one single moment, you have multiple thoughts in your mind, and it's like it's out of your control, and you're not able to control your emotions, you're not able to control your reactions. So to practice it, I must develop the habit of, sitting quiet for at least 15 minutes in a day. At least, spend some quiet time with myself. I must experience that kind of state where I can watch my thoughts. I can observe what kind of thoughts are coming in your mind and what kind of feeling is associated with that thought. And suppose if I change this thought to a positive thought, the feeling associated would change. But
Yeah.
to to develop this art, you need to practice some quiet time with yourself. So that is very much important.
Would you be able to give us some thought so that we can
Yeah,
just
I can give you small, short kind of guided meditation to you and your viewers, and that would be my privilege, I would say. Relax your body and drop your shoulders, keep your feet on the ground, and keep your hands in your lap. You may close your eyes or you may keep it open as you feel comfortable. Take deep, long breaths. Take deep breath inside, inhale, and watch it, your breath, exhale. Concentrate on your breathing sounds. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And with every breath you're taking in, feel peace is going inside with the breath going in. Resentment is coming out with every breath. Peace is going inside with every breath in. I breathe in peace. I breathe out resentment. I breathe in peace. I breathe out dissatisfaction. I breathe in peace and I breathe out discontentment. I breathe in peace and I breathe out anger. I breathe in peace and I breathe out frustration. I breathe in love and I breathe out hatred. I breathe in compassion and I breathe out resentment. I breathe in peace. I'm breathing out all negative emotions. I breathe in peace and I breathe out all dissatisfaction. I breathe in acceptance and I'm releasing resistance. I'm breathing in acceptance and I'm releasing resistance. I'm filling myself with peace. Feel as if peace is just circulating with your blood. It's going to each and every cell of your body, and you are becoming an embodiment of peace. and you start experiencing that you are a peaceful being, say to yourself, I am a peaceful being. I am breathing in peace and I'm breathing out all discontentment. I'm breathing in peace and I'm breathing out all hatred. I'm looking for solutions. I'm looking for positivity all around me. I appreciate the goodness in others and I promise myself that I would look for at least one good quality in myself and in others and in the situation around. And I'm feeling so peaceful. Peace is coming to me as my own inner nature. I'm peaceful by nature. I'm feeling close to my inner being, and my inner being is pure, positive, peaceful. I'm in sync with my inner being. I'm feeling the peace inside me, and I'm feeling the peace outside me. I'm feeling as if I'm filled with peace all around me. I'm a peaceful being. I'm a peaceful being. Everything that is happening, there is some hidden opportunity in it. And I'm opening my mind to that opportunity. I'm feeling peace inside. Peace is my original nature. Peace is within me. Peace is in my thoughts. Peace is in my feelings. And I'm experiencing peace everywhere. I'm peaceful with what I am, with who I am, with what I am doing. And I'm peaceful with what others are, how others are, how they are doing. And I'm peaceful wherever I am. Peace is in my control. I have taken the power back and I can experience peace whenever I want to, wherever I want, because peace is within me and I am a peaceful being. Om Shanti. In your own time, you may open your eyes, you may stretch your hands and feet and come back to the room.
Thank you so much, Preeti. That was lovely. That's really beautiful. So, can we call on your services again soon?
Of course, that would be my good fortune, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think that's all we have time for today. So it's lovely. Thank you again, Preeti. And I'm sure everyone will take benefit, including myself. I was gone, then I was in another place. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
I'm